guys, so I'm back with an updated video on my weight loss, but this is also gonna be like a chit chat. I'm gonna call it Chatterbox with Shan. So in terms of the weight loss, I remember I said I started at 168 and I got on the scale about 2 days ago or so, and I'm down three pounds. Okay, so today's topic is friendship. I know that like around the teenage years and even in your 20s, hell, throughout your whole life, friends and people in general, like they're just like a very funny thing. So I'm coming on to, you know, like share my experiences and give like a few tips on like people and friendships. So I've been hearing this quote. People, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but this is the gist of it. People come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. I've definitely had my share of seasonal people or seasonal friendships. The first story would be my ex-best friend now, but my best friend from secondary school or high school. So I went to two separate high schools. I was at a public school for 2 years, and then I moved to a private school for the remaining 3 years. When I got to this private school, this girl was in the class below me. So if I was in third year, she was in second year, but our circle was combined of third years and second years, so that's how we got close. The friendship was good and stuff, but I feel as though the reason that our friendship ended was because she used to leave me out a lot. And I can say that because like she always used to call whenever she would like introduce me to people or whatever, she would say, "Oh, this is Shanice, my best friend." But I never felt comfortable saying, "Oh, well, this is, I don't know, let's call her Annie. This is Annie, my best friend." I never felt the need to say that because I didn't feel as though she was my best friend. Like I knew I was being a great friend to her, but I didn't feel as though like it was like a 50-50. So that was my first tip. Friendship needs to be 50-50. If you're giving all the time, even if that person is not selfish, eventually if you're giving the time, they're just gonna be taking all the time and they're not gonna think anything of it because it's in your character. You're doing it, you're giving all the time. Go out and then not invite me and then come back and call me on the phone and be like, "Well, I went to XYZ party and it was so good." And it's like, if you're really if you're really friends with somebody, you're gonna want to hang out with them. You're not gonna think twice about, "Oh, should I invite this person or not?" But that really made me bitter. So friendship needs to be 50-50. And if you feel as though it's not, it's okay to leave. Why should you subject yourself to feeling lonely and stuff when you have like a friend there? My second story on a seasonal friendship would have been with someone that, and I have this thing about new friends, like I really enjoy meeting new people, but I feel as though if you get too close too fast, red flag. So I met her through at a program that I went to in the summer, and after the program we were cool. Like it was myself, my best friend, and her. So we would hang out and stuff, and we would talk, and you know, like we were getting like really cool. Like we created a group, and it was like, what I think we called it. We didn't put a name for the group, but we just put like a bunch of emoticons, and then she changed the group name to Soul Sisters. So it clearly wasn't that I was feeling as though like we were close, and then she wasn't or whatever. But I remembered coming on to the end of the friendship, like she just started like behaving extremely distant. So like that's another one of my tips. Pay attention to nonverbal cues and lies. The moocher. So the friend that is always like, oh, let me borrow this, I'll pay you back whenever, and you never see the repayment, or they're always saying, well, I don't have XYZ, but then on social media it's like, you do. What are you doing? So this girl, she'd hang out with us, and she'd be like, she was younger than us too. She'd be like, oh, well, I don't have the money to do this or whatever, because, you know, I'm not working. Understandably so. I'm 22. My best friend is the same age, and she was like 18. So understandably. So we won't really like go to things that you would have to pay. Like, we'd go hang out. So we wouldn't do that to accommodate her. But then like certain times we'd see her hanging out with these other girls that were in the program, and like posting pictures of places that we knew that you had to pay, like in club or like at restaurants. And it's just like, but we just said like we want to go to the club, the same club or the same restaurant, and you didn't want to go because you didn't have the money. Where did the money come from, honey? So definitely watch out for liars and nonverbal cues. Like she started to get distant, and it was like we would be in the car talking, and all three of us would be engaged in conversation, and she would just like go silent. And then when I asked her about it, she was like, well, you know, you guys are much older than I am, and some things I feel as though like I can't relate to. And that's all well and good, but why shut up? Why just shut up and not say anything and act as though like we're complete strangers? Like, I thought we were friends. So that's just my tip there. Pay attention to nonverbal cues and watch out for people telling lies. My third tip would be, do not lower your standards to accommodate others. Don't lower those standards of yours to accommodate anybody. It's not worth it. It is not worth it. I feel as though I've heard, oh my god, I love this girl, Tony Thorne. She's like, I don't know what she is, but she's like a mogul here in Barbados. And she was on Entrepreneurs Anonymous one time, and she said you should keep, I don't think she said you should keep your circle tight, but I got that from it. And she was like, the people in your circle should be a reflection of who you are. She did this. It was like, it should be like, I think she said like a prism. And so you have 5 people. This one person here should say this person reflects your kindness. Then that person reflects your intellect. The next person reflects your ambition. The next person, I don't know. You could basically, the people surrounding you, it should be a reflection of who you are, and they should, all of them together should help lift you up. So I've been, this is actually not a friendship, but it was a relationship, my ex-boyfriend, where I really felt as though I could save him. I don't know why I would think that, because I was like 16 or 17 at the time. I don't know why I would think that, but I just remember like he used to have like a lot of family issues, and he would get into trouble at school, and I would just be there like, oh my god, my baby, like, let me give you a hug. But it's like, at that age, yes, you want to help somebody, but you shouldn't, I don't know, you shouldn't go like put yourself through all of that stress, especially if the person, one, doesn't want help, or two, if they need like serious professional psychological help. Like, you're 16 or 17, what are you doing? I wish like I could like smack myself, my younger self, but you know what, I do it, but I still tell myself you'd have to go through this to get to where you are today. So don't lower your standards to accommodate people. So how do you know if a friendship is real or not? Like, you never know. but certain things, especially like if you've been through a good set of friendships and what's not, you'd be able to compare. I know there's a quote that says comparison is the biggest thief of joy, but I feel that comparing in certain situations, it's okay. Like my best friend right now, we're actually best friends in primary school, and that's probably why we're best friends right now. I mean, like we fell off the wagon for a little while, but we're best friends now. So I feel as though like real friends, they support you, they uplift you, they tell you when you're doing junk, all of that. I feel as though I have, my circle is very small. It is my best friend, Janice. Hey girl. And my really, really good friend Damien. This is a great support. And I feel as though you need that in your life. Like you need that. Like family is one thing, but family accepts you for you because they're your family. Whereas friends, no. You can pick and choose your friends. So I feel as though it's great to have friends. Being lonely and isolated, oh my god, that's so depressing. So depressing. But my other friend, Damien is a great support as well. And I'm so glad that I have that type of support in my life, because it's like I've been through friendships before where like the people are just like beating you down, they don't support you, they don't want to see you doing better than them, and that's not a real friendship. So it's great to have friends. I just feel as though like you would know if the person is, you can tell when somebody is genuinely for you, and even if you cannot tell, like within like I don't know, a couple weeks or a couple months, eventually their true colors are going to show. So don't worry about it. If you're in a friendship and you feel as though the person is fake, call them out on it. Call them out on it, honey. You ain't got nothing to lose. Call them out on it. And if you feel as though you figured out that they were fake too late, you know what? It was a lesson. Just watch out for the next person that's coming at you with the same signs. Just watch out. You in life, like, there's no black and white book to life. Nobody is going to tell you Mary is going to come into your life on March the 11th, 2017. She's going to be a great friend to you at first, but she's going to backstab you on September 30th the same year. There's no black and white book to life. So you got to go through life and experience things, and don't be scared. Anything that does not work out, take it as a lesson learned. What does not break you makes you stronger. So don't mope about friendships that were lost. Don't be bitter. Just learn from it and move on. Don't be closed-minded in your friendships. Like Damien is a very, very open-minded individual. Sometimes like he's a little bit too open-minded for me, like too adventurous, but don't knock it till you try it. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave any questions, any tips for me down in the description box below. I'll put my email address as well if you want to send me a direct message. Thanks for watching.